Video normal time. Good morning, everybody. It is the end of February. Right, we're just going to have a little check-in with what is growing, what's doing well. So, 2 weeks ago, we planted a tray of lupins, and look at these gorgeous little fellas coming. We've got lupins, yes. We have got the tiniest little show starting to poke through of sweet peas. Now, I don't remember what this was that I planted here, so we'll just continue to watch that. And then these are clematis cuttings, so there's definitely, they're not dead, so that's good. And last week we did peppers, the Demon Red, nothing to report on those yet. And then some more lupins at the back there last week, nothing to report on those, which is absolutely fine. And also the beetroot last week, nothing to report on the beetroot. So, since I did the video last week, I showed you that I got these, so these are planting out this weekend. I planted 3 hollyhock out. I've got 3 more here. Begonia non-stop mixed bulbs, they've got to go out. And some more alliums, a pack of 5 alliums, I've got to put those out. A honeysuckle arrived, so I've got to decide. I think I'm going to put it here. Oh, blurry. See where that frame is. Now that has got a very old clematis at the moment. Well, as you know, I've got a fantastic clematis growing over here, and I also planted 3 clematises, so I'm thinking I could get rid of that one. This is where 2 of the clematises are going to sit, but because we've had some sunshine, I've had them out in the sun, 2 of the clematises are going to sit here and grow up this little rope. We planted the Acer, that's still doing fine. Bay leaf tree, brilliant. Those are where I planted some hollyhock the other day, so they're just poking through. I do need to fill this with some compost from the compost bin. Mr. Admin's going to help me with that today. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but there are starting, see, look at that there. Starting for the blackcurrant tree is starting. Next door's washing again, sorry. The blueberry, which I kept calling blackcurrant, it's not, it's blueberry, is going great guns. Oh, this is a new addition. It's called a Sissy Strawberry Pipe, and I absolutely love it. It looks like a drain pipe, it's a bit quirky. So I have got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 strawberry plants in here. Brilliant. Something growing in there, I'm not quite sure what. Oh, I didn't take a video of it, but I absolutely gave my old bug motel a makeover. So all these bits had fallen out and it didn't have any mesh on it, so I found a bit of wire mesh, stapled it in, filled all these bits back up with some stuff that I found around and things that had fallen out, so that's going to go back up. And I've also bought, uh-oh, that's broken off there. Okay, we'll glue that. I've also bought a new bee hotel to go with the one that I have already got over here. So this one needs to be unscrewed at the bottom, taken apart and brushed out, because as you can see, the bees, the eggs or whatever have now, I think they've gone. Anyway, we'll open all that up, give it a good brush out. I came out here last week. Now this is where I'm going to change the wood to some corrugated tin, just to face this up a bit better. The soil doesn't touch the fence behind, so it's not going to rot the fence. I've just put some old brick and stuff down there. Now the elderflower, I've just hacked at this because it went crackers last year. I've kept some of the height, and some of the sprawliness. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to pin it back to the fence or cut all this down, but you can see it's not harmed it, it's coming back great guns. And then I have a rose here, so I'm going to plant some lupins and things in here. That is a goji berry that I've had for about 6 years, and that's all it's done. So I'm thinking, I keep moving it around every now and again, but the last 2 years I've left it in the same position and it started to grow, so I'm thinking leave that. This, I'm going to plant some lupins in here. This is that magnificent spiky thing that grows right the way up here and is just beautiful. That tree, I'm going to cut that branch off, and I'm possibly going to cut that branch off because I don't know where that's come from and it hasn't been there that long. Right, this is the old clematis I was talking about that I think I'm going to take all that out today and put the honeysuckle in here so it can grow up and over the front of here. That's what I think I'm going to do with that. My fig, I restaked the fig. I put some, retidied up the support for the fig, and as you can see, growing great guns. That's excellent. Apple tree, why is that dangling? Okay, the apple tree seems to be going okay. Yeah, buds coming on that. I still can't remember the name of that, but I know it's a nice plant. It's just beautiful, massive, big flowers. I can't remember the name. That, I'm sure, is not supposed to go bare. Look at that, it's just all falling off. I'm sure that's supposed to be an evergreen, but I don't, again, is it a magnolia? No, it's not a magnolia. I can't remember what that's called. But anyway, there are green shoots coming. That bit looks like it's dead, so I could take that bit off, and then that's great. Anyway, we'll see. Then my jasmine at the back, which is fantastic shade coverage. Love that. That's gonna just continue to do well. Look at it, it's just going, I'm training it all along there. It looks fantastic when it's all in bloom. And then the grape, let's have a look at how the grape is doing. Yeah, there are buds on the grape. That is the screening we put up last weekend. So yeah, like I say, I haven't been at the back here and touched this really. There's the tin sheeting that's going to go along there. We'll replace that wood. Oh, I tell you what I did do. I put some seed, feed and weed down on this grass. Like we say, this grass is literally just a dog toilet really. But I do want it to look a bit better than this. It's looking a bit patchy and a bit meh. So today I'm going to try and weed and clear some of this. See if I can move some of these raspberry stick canes around. Clear, weed this one. Empty as much out of the compost bin as we possibly can to fill these two. If I've got enough, I'm going to fill that one, but I don't mind buying a bag of compost for that one because that's fine. And yeah, that's where we're at today, which is, like I say, we are the end of February. So I'm going to get on with it. I don't know what those bulbs are there, but I've left them in and see what they grow up to, but we'll see. But how good is that going to look? That little hollyhock there is going to grow way up. Right, chat soon. Okie dokie, back again. So this is late afternoon, end of Feb, after I've had, what did I say, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, with quite a couple of cups of tea stops in between. I've done no heavy lifting. Mr. Admin's done all the heavy lifting for me, bless him. So I have closed up the little greenhouse. They're all snuggly pie. I say I, and I use the word I very loosely. It's not always I. That is a lilac tree. I'm really excited to see that bloom this year. Last year it was okay, but this year I think now it's about 3 years old. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. The bee hotel is in place next to the rose bush, a few lavender down here. This is a thorny something or other. It's lovely orange flowers, I think. We'll look back in the summer and see. And then the clematis that runs up here. Excuse the dog bath. That's where we bath. We don't bath them there, but that is the bath we use for the dogs. What else have we got? Oh, I really want to keep an eye on this lavender bush. I really did hack it back. I was brutal at the end of the season. These were all succulents and I think I killed them. Never mind. That is a sumac tree or shumach tree or something. I know it throws runners out, and it was one from up north, when I lived up north, that my mum gave me. So my ex-husband took a cut in and brought it back for me, which I thought was quite kind of him. But I've planted it in a pot in the ground so it doesn't throw runners. I'm going to put some kind of big shrub here. I'm thinking possibly a hydrangea, so that'll spill over the path. There's that, I think it's called, I've got the box over there, it's called a sissy strawberry pipe. I need another one. I think it's gorgeous. There's the olive tree. There's my clematises, which are doing great. Acer. I'm never gonna get sick. You might get sick, but I'm never gonna get sick of showing you my Acer. There's 5 alliums I planted in there last week. Look, we've managed to fill up this bed with compost from the compost bin. 5 more alliums. That is just my rough little holding bay, if you like. There's the old bee hotel. Mr. Admin, bless him, he took it apart, gave everything a good brushing, so that's good. Cleared up a bit of this mess that was here. Obviously just moved it over there. The compost bin now has got no compost in. It has just got spoils of house veg waste, stuff like that, and then a few things that I've chopped back and thrown in there. Totally filled this one, which is excellent. There is the bug and butterflies. Now that I'm going to be watching this like a hawk in the summer to see if the butterflies actually use that little slit there. They say they do. We'll see. So that's been filled with compost. You can see there's some eggshells and onion peel. And I have had a little jig around with the raspberry canes. Now I've got quite a couple. What English is that? I've got quite a few different varieties of raspberry canes. I've no idea what they're called. So we will see. We'll see. There's my lovely shrub that I have no idea what it's called. I might actually even put that where I said I was going to put a hydrangea. I might put that there. That might grow. Fig. Love my fig. That's about 6 or 7 years old and I'm yet to get any fruit on it. It gets beautiful green flowers. It's absolutely lush. I think I might have had 1 or 2 fruits, but they'd never grown to anything, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. There's my old bug motel in situ, so hopefully we'll get some bugs, and that's going to be nice and protected because this literally grows. I need to put a bit of creosote there. You can see creosote in the summer, and this was so bushy I couldn't get behind, so I need to creosote that. So this is going to be quite protected because that is going to grow way up there, like I said. So let's hope. Go berry, go G berry, go G. Yeah, we're still fingers crossed. I'm still rooting for you, mate. I'm not going to let you go yet. I'm just going to maybe do a bit more research. The elderflower, rose. There's the new bee motel next to the lilac bush and the rose. So that might be excellent for there. Let's go up onto the decking. Oh, I didn't put my Crocs back on. Yes, I have gardening Crocs. I have got my sexy my sexy slippers on. Right, let's go up here and have a look. There's my stepping stones. Still got to get some sandy stuff for those. Right, so this is where this, I'm positive, 99.9% sure it's a camellia. A camellia. And I'm not sure whether it should have lost its leaves. I don't know if anybody can help me out here. Should it have lost its leaves? I mean, it's still alive. There's buds coming. I can see there's still buds coming. So I'm not giving up on you, mate. So I planted, we swapped this over. So that was that's where I had the old clematis, and I said I was going to get rid of it. Well, I didn't. I've planted it here. And all I've done, I mean, I've hacked the roots back by at least 3/4 because the roots were, oh my word, it was tough to get that out. Mr. Admin did a fantastic job. There's our little 3-legged cat. Mr. Admin did a fantastic job with hacking the roots back on that. I dug out as much as I could and then I just threw them in the compost. So that's the honeysuckle. That's a new one for this year, and I'm hoping that that's going to grow up here. And then, blurry, grow over these two. These two. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, that is definitely, we are all mad here. So the old clematis, the one that is, I don't know how old, it's years old. I didn't have the heart to throw it in the compost bin, so I've literally just repotted it, put a little bit of fresh compost in, topped it off with some chip barks, wood bark. I love topping things with wood bark. Just looks a bit nicer. And look at this, it's absolutely, it's budding. So I've just put a cable tie on here, put it to this tree. Oh, Mr. Admin cut that one off, that big branch, and then another one over here, cut that off. And then I think what might be nice is to see if this will sort of grow and wind its way around that tree, because that tree does give a nice bit of shade for the morning sun. So now the tree's behind me and the morning sun comes up behind me and hits the decking beautifully. And because we are south facing, we have sun in this garden all day and it beats down. So hence the I'm saying a lot. What was that again? Jasmine is a beautiful shade covering for when the sun is beating down on us from that way. You can sit in that corner and get a bit of shade. So it's all starting to come together. Just, I said I was going to do a little bit every weekend, and this is the 3rd weekend of doing a little bit. The more I look at this grape, the more I'm not convinced. I don't know if it's too early yet, but I mean, I think it's alive. Oh yeah, there's my other sign there, look at that. Mad Hatter's Always Tea Time. And then I knew who I was this morning, but I've changed. A few times since then. Gosh, my eyes are terrible. And then that one is We're All Mad Here. So apart from a little bit of jet washing up here to get rid of the green, obviously this floor is just rubbish, but a bit of jet washing, a bit of scrubbing, hopefully it will look fantastic. See down there, it's all green, but I suppose over the winter that can't be helped. I have watered everything really well. I have watered, when I've planted it, I've watered it. I've done a little bit to the front garden as well. I'm still yet to show you the front garden. And then we'll keep a progress report on the grass. Like I say, I've weed seeded and feeded. Weed seeded and fed it. But yeah, I'm really quite happy. It's my happy place. Makes my heart happy. I mean, look, you can see things are starting to grow, little buds on things. It's just, oops, sorry. It's just beautiful. You can see everything is starting to spring into life. I do love my garden. My garden is my absolute happy place. And also, this vlog is just going to keep it's going to be a nice little reminder for me to keep on how things look. And then in the summer, when we come down to the summer, that is my, just don't look at that bit, that is just my little potting station and dumping ground, really. But yeah. Oh, another idea I've had. Do I leave that table to be like a rustic? It's not cast iron, it's just metal. Do I leave it as that to be rustic and all, you know, oldie-wildy? Or do I get a wire brush at it and give it a bit of paint? Give it a painting to spruce it up. That is a decision I need to make. And then obviously the washing, because everybody needs to have a bit of washing in the back garden. So that'll be all for this week. I think I need to video like that for YouTube. Oh no, I've done it wrong. I looked at my last video and it was the wrong way round, and I've just remembered this second. Never mind. Anyway, if you can get out into your garden, if you can do a little bit of pottering, do it. It really makes your heart happy. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.